Hello everyone, welcome to Plausible podcast. My name is Charles Osu Ansa. In this episode, I'll be talking about courage for daily victories. Courage for daily victories. When we talk about courage, we often do it in the context of great danger or very difficult situation. And courageous people are normally seen as those who face danger without expressing fear or even allowing fear to stop them. Though this is true, there's more to courage than just facing danger without fear. Courage is among the fundamental virtues that is required for daily living. Fundamental virtues are foundations upon which other virtues stands to operate. Maya Angelou said, in quote, "Courage is the most important of all the virtues because without courage, you can't practice any other virtue consistently." End of quote. Imagine someone trying to be truthful without courage. It wouldn't be long that he changed his mind from being truthful because the world is harsh. And there are ugly people in the world who fight the truth, and they will fight anybody who stands for the truth. It requires courage to stand up to them. Life itself is difficult. Life is risky. Therefore, courage is required daily to have a fulfilled life. J.K. Rowling said, "It takes courage, a great deal of bravery, to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends." End of quote. J.K. Rowling said, "It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends." End of quote. It takes courage to step out in the morning to face the world in pursuit of our dreams and happiness. There are so many obstacles each day brings. We cannot yield to them and win. To face these obstacles head on, courage is required. Those who give up on their dreams, those who settle for less, do so not for lack of passion or vision, but for lack of courage. The fear of failure is deadly dream killer. We must master courage. Without courage, dreams will just be dreams. They will never be fulfilled. E. Cummins said, "It takes courage to grow up and become who you really are." End of quote. A lot of people have died and many more will die without realizing their dreams because they are too afraid to push, to fight till they win. Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." End of quote. There are those with ideas that can change the world, but they are so afraid to articulate or pursue this idea. Most creative ideas defy traditional thinking. To follow such ideas will let you question common sense. To go against common sense or to challenge traditional thinking will make you odd, weird, and may be called freak. Sometimes you may be called stupid for questioning common sense. Because Newton questioned why apple falls under the tree, today we have his law of gravity. It is not easy to be the old one. Courage is required to stand for who you are, to be your true self. It takes courage, a lot of courage to love. It is easy to be a hit and run or a one-night stand sex kind of person. Anybody can do that. And those who settle for these are mere cowards. It takes courage to commit to a person. The thought of commitment scares some people. The idea of committing to just one person frightens them, so they rationalize and settle for one night stand sex, or they become hit and run kind of people. Love is difficult. It is a risky business. And C.S. Lewis said, "To love at all is to be vulnerable." End of quote. You may be rejected. Your heart may be broken. Your beloved may be taken away suddenly by death. There are no guarantees. When it comes to love, nothing is sure than nothing is for sure. Yet we must love. Perhaps there is someone around you that you are in love with, yet you are too afraid to let this person know your feelings. So you go past them pretending you have no feelings for them. You need courage to express your feelings. You see that it's not just lions we need courage to face, but in everyday things as well. Your marriage or relationship may have been hit so hard by disaster, sudden and unexpected. Now you are thinking about running or leaving. It's the easiest thing to do, right? It takes courage to stay. There are those who are afraid of being hurt. They refuse to give all their heart to love. They keep a foot in and a foot out, just in case, they say. So they will never know the joy surrendering to love brings. There are heights and depths of joy we can never reach until all on the altar of love we give our heart. But it requires courage to be able to do so. So the one who is afraid to love and the one who is afraid of a lion both need courage to face their fears. Mastering courage is not for occasional victories, but daily victories. If we fearlessly face a lion and defeat it, yet lacks courage for daily victories, we are still losers. For how many times in our lives will we battle lions? We need to win everyday little things to be victorious. We need to get up when we fall. We must try again when we fail. Retreat and different strategies may be needed, but we must never give up. In conclusion, we can never do away with every fear. The one who succeeds in that has succeeded in being human no more. In the face of fear, we must act. When everything in us wants to give up, we must move on, one step at a time, taking each day at a time. Open your heart to love. Let them know how you feel. If you didn't understand, raise your hands and ask the question. It takes courage, but we must try again and again. We must try again the 100th time. With courage, the mightiest wall will fall.